Agentforce Vibes is the new kid on the block when it comes to powerful new tools that are accessible to everyone. It's an extremely powerful AI coding assistant that's readily available for existing paid Salesforce customers and can be easily installed in your code editor. That's great and all, but what's the best way to get started with it? Well, this is exactly what you'll learn by watching this video. Get your typing fingers ready, it's time to vibe. There are two primary methods to accessing Agentforce Vibes. Firstly, there's the web version, which can be accessed when clicking on the setup icon in applicable paid Salesforce orgs just above the developer console. This version runs in a simple web-based IDE and has almost identical capabilities to Agentforce Vibes IDE. The web-based IDE is actually the next generation of the code builder tool that we've seen Salesforce promote in the past. For this walkthrough, we're going to be using Agentforce Vibes IDE inside of Visual Studio Code. The IDE version needs to be installed locally alongside a code editor like VS Code. It also makes more sense if you're working across multiple orgs, since the tool lives separately from any single Salesforce environment. At the end of the day, both options are nearly identical. It really comes down to personal preference. Before we get into installing Agentforce Vibes, I wanted to share a quick word from today's sponsor, Coastal, a consultancy specializing in Salesforce, Snowflake, and AI. If legacy systems, data silos, or mounting data debt are quietly stalling your business, Coastal's Data Strategy Lab is designed to help. It's a free 60-minute session with their data and AI experts focused on real bottlenecks in your stack. They'll show you how to unify Snowflake and Salesforce by connecting your backend data directly to your front end without the mess of copying files. By the end of the hour, you'll have prioritized 1 to 2 high-impact use cases to solve core data challenges. Plus, Coastal provides a clear reference architecture showing the most efficient way to connect your systems and activate your data. Book your free 60-minute session at the link on screen. All right, back to the video. Before installing Agentforce Vibes, you'll want to make sure your prerequisites are ready. First off, Visual Studio Code must be installed. Secondly, the Salesforce CLI must be installed and up to date. And thirdly, Visual Studio Code must be version 1.101 or higher. To confirm the Salesforce CLI is installed, open a terminal and run this command. It's sf:\version. If it's installed, you should get a response similar to this, which tells you that it's installed and shows you the version that you currently have. If you get something similar, but more like the below, then it's telling you that there is a later version available and you should probably update. To update to the latest version, use this command. If the command isn't recognized at all, you'll need to install the Salesforce CLI first. Check out the linked article for guidance on how to do this. Once your prerequisites are set, installing Agentforce Vibes is simple. In VS Code, open the Extensions tab and search for Salesforce Extension Pack. You'll see the popular extension available with the Salesforce developer name underneath it. Click the Install button and it will install all the extensions within the bundle, including Agentforce Vibes. Congratulations! You're ready to get started with Agentforce Vibes IDE. Create a new Salesforce project in VS Code as you normally would. For this example, we'll call it Hello Agentforce World. If you see a panel labeled Build with Agent, go ahead and close it. That's GitHub Copilot, which doesn't have the same Salesforce context as Agentforce Vibes and can cause confusion here. Take a moment to explore the project structure, especially the force-app folder. This is where all of your Salesforce metadata will live. Before you can work with Agentforce Vibes IDE, you'll want to connect an org that you want to be building for. As always, this should not be a production environment first. If you have a sandbox or a developer org or even a Scratch org, this is what you should be using to develop. Click Connect to Salesforce org, which will open the command palette, and then click on your org, which should be at the bottom of that list. A few seconds later, you'll see Agentforce Vibes spring to life, and that's it. You're all connected and ready to power ahead with Agentforce Vibes IDE. Now, let's start making some magic. To get comfortable with Vibes, it's best to start small. In this example, we'll use Plan Mode to add a custom checkbox field to the case object called Supporting Legacy Product. In Plan Mode, Agentforce Vibes analyzes your prompt and suggests a solution without making any actual changes. Now it's time to enter a prompt explaining the requirements. For example, copy the prompt shown on screen. You can copy and paste the text directly by heading over to the linked article. I ran this command and Vibes correctly identified that the checkbox field is the simplest solution and even suggests follow-up steps like page layouts and permissions. Now that we're happy with Vibes' understanding of the request, we'll switch it from plan to act mode and tell it to create only the field without touching those layouts or permissions. Once Vibes is confident in your intent, it creates the metadata file and asks you to save it. From there, it deploys the field to your org using standard Salesforce deployment actions. Because Agentforce Vibes uses probabilistic models, your exact experience may vary slightly, but for simple tasks like this, the workflow should be very similar. When you're still aligning on the requirements, always start in plan mode. This gives you a chance to catch any misunderstandings before anything is built or changed. Be clear and specific in your prompts. Agentforce Vibes starts with general Salesforce knowledge, then pulls in metadata from your org for context. The clearer your instructions and constraints, the better your results are going to be. If you want a solution built using a specific tool, like Apex instead of flows, you must explicitly say so. A great habit is asking Vibes to repeat the requirement in its own words, state assumptions, and confirm best practices before moving forward. Most importantly, never trust that output blindly. Review everything Vibes creates, and don't use Agentforce Vibes to build technology that you don't understand yourself. Think of it like being the driver in a car that can drive itself. Just because the car does have self-driving capabilities, doesn't mean the car is suddenly liable in the instance of a crash. You are the driver. You are using the self-driving capabilities of the car as a tool, and as such, you are liable for the use of that tool. The same goes with Agentforce Vibes. Agentforce Vibes can be your best friend or worst nightmare. It all depends on how you use it. If you've never used Agentforce Vibes before watching this video, I hope you've not only found value from learning how to get it set up and started, but also from learning just a handful of best practices when actually using it. Please remember, Agentforce Vibes is a tool. It is not a replacement for developer knowledge and experience. If there are issues with your output, you need to be ready to fix them. Don't use Agentforce Vibes to build things that you don't understand yourself. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe for more Salesforce and more Agentforce Vibes content.